like my whole bike. That's cool. All right. Give this a whirl. Using my spare pair of cycling shoes today because I busted my real ones. I busted my favorite pair of cycling shoes that I've ever owned, tragically. But I have a plan to get some new ones. Hopefully before the next big ride I have on Sunday, I can get these new cycling shoes. I wouldn't be able to do the ride today if I didn't have this spare pair, but they're a little too small. A little too small. And they don't feel as stiff either. Just the first minute here, I can feel them sort of flexing under my foot. But enough complaining. Wow, I look giant today. Look at that camera angle. I might need to shrink myself. I'm too big. It's too big. It looks awesome. It really does look good. Very happy to see that. But I'm too big. Alrighty, back on. I think that looks a little better. Oh, there's so many things when you're setting up a live stream like this. Always something. Alright, let's try to get this workout done. Hour ride. I did 85 miles outdoors on Sunday. My first time back on the bike since Sunday. So far, so good. Warming up for 15 minutes, and then I'm supposed to do some intervals, but I want to see how I feel because I did have a fall on my bike on Sunday and not 100% sure if I'm 100% today, so we'll see. Also, these shoes feel really strange. It is nice to be back on the trainer though. Nice gentle breeze. Don't have to pay attention. I can close my eyes. All the riding I did last week was all outdoors because it was just so beautiful last week. Like mid-60s, sunny. I couldn't do it. I couldn't get on the trainer. I broke a 23-week Zwift streak because I never got on Zwift once at all. No regrets. Every single ride was nice. I'm grateful that I was able to finish my 5-hour training ride on Sunday, even though I had that crash. Hit the deck right at the 5-hour mark and I was 20 minutes away from the house. Busted my shoe, banged up my hip and my knee. But got back on the bike, pedaled home with one shoe. And then got my brick run done as well. I really wanted to know right away if the fall was something that was going to have an impact on my training. And so far, I think my recovery from the crash is going okay. I got all my training done yesterday, even though it was discomfort. Strength training this morning went okay. My shoulder's a little banged up from where I hit the ground, but I don't have a lot of experience falling off my bike. This crash was only the 4th time in 14 years that I've fallen. It's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it. 0 out of 5 stars. Let's see how I feel in the arrow position here. Oh, these shoes are not my jam. Oh, did my camera go out? No, there it is. Man, that new camera angle is pretty slick. Halfway through the warm-up, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, the intervals. Workout said to do them at sprint race pace, sprint distance race effort. I'm thinking that because I did have a fall 2 days ago, I might tone it down a little bit and shoot for sort of high zone 3 and see how that feels. Heart rate shot right up today. Nice little downhill. Whew. There were gusts of wind, 25 to 30 miles an hour on my ride on Sunday. It was brutal. There were spots where I was going like 12 miles an hour, 8 miles an hour. It was a slog. Oh my goodness. I got 85 miles done, just over 5 hours. And my gosh, what a windy day it was. I know that the conditions at Ironman Texas on the bike course can be windy for sure. So I just told myself it was good training. I'd like to think that there's no way the wind on race day is going to be as bad as it was yesterday. That was nuts. Had my visor getting blown up against my cheek, my helmet. I could feel the, I have a helmet with a little bit of a tail on it. It's like a small aero helmet. Anyway, I could feel the, my neck getting torqued by the wind, catching the tail on my helmet. Just windy, windy, windy. The whole Houston metropolitan area had a tornado warning the night before. So it was wild. All right, warm up coming to an end. Taking down some calories. Downhill, here we go. Whee! Whew. 2 more minutes right here. Starting to sweat a little bit. Felt the first drip. Yeah, my heart rate shot right up today. Did not wait around at all. Hey, it's a little bit later in the day than I like to train, but I just had a lot going on this morning. I had to hunt down a new pair of cycling shoes because when I crashed on Sunday, the whole sole of my left shoe got torn off. Cleft from the sole. Turn the training bias down. All right, get ready for this first one. cadence approach is my favorite approach. Just try to keep my cadence up. Let the trainer do the work. It's ERG mode. Keep the resistance steady. Heart rate's gonna climb. So are we. Whee! Oh, that's steep. Cool. Yo, what's up, Alan? Here I am trying to convince myself that I haven't injured myself. Working on 1 hour interval ride. And fortunately, I'm feeling pretty good 2 days after the fall. But yeah, dude, Sunday was an epic ride. Even without the crash. It's funny. All the stuff that hurt before I crashed suddenly stopped hurting. I don't know if it was adrenaline or what, but my choice was to get back on my bike and keep going. And that's ultimately what I've done yesterday and today. Sticking to the plan. Listening to my body. Do you have hard rides on Tuesday as well? With intervals? Yeah, I mean, typically you're gonna be you're never really gonna be fresh training for 70.3. Except for like race rehearsal days maybe where you taper a little bit in the week. For the most part, you're doing the hard stuff on tired legs. But I know you're doing the work, dude. I see you on Strava. I went through and tried to like some of your stuff the other day. I don't really do as much scrolling on Strava as I should. It's nice to give people kudos. All right, let me try this last minute in the time trial position. I think 270 is the right call. I'm glad I'm not pushing harder. Thank you for checking out TriVibes TV today. I'm back with more live training after taking a week and just riding outdoors exclusively. Busy racing. It's cool, man. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Bro, 5 minutes of recovery. That's very welcome. So is it like easy to find a race anytime on Zwift? Or do you have to plan your day around like, or your morning around whatever? Hey, the race that I want, is it this time? Or can you just hop on and race anytime? I genuinely don't know. I've never looked at it. Cool. Hey man, more watts. That's great. I had one of the athletes I'm coaching, she had her FTP test on Saturday. And the last time she took one was almost 2 years ago, so it's been a minute. She had a fantastic season in 2025. Couple of podiums in her age group. And I know that she's made progress on the bike and she's stronger. Anyway, we did another FTP test. She ended up being 1 watt higher than last time. And on the surface, that can sound a little frustrating, right? But you look at the bigger picture for her, she was almost 50 pounds heavier when she took the last test, right? Furthermore, her average heart rate for the higher output, power output, was 4 BPM lower. So, got to celebrate a little bit and explain that not only is she a more efficient cyclist, because that heart rate's a little lower, so she's also, the power to watts, power to weight ratio is a huge difference. And I just think it's funny how she increased it by 1 watt, and again, on the surface that sounds insignificant for a 1.5 years of work, but nah man, she's crushing it. She averaged over 20 miles an hour for her bike splits in some of her sprint distance races. She's got a new bike, she's loving it. I'm helping her get ready for 70.3 Jones Beach this summer. Ruby. Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. That's what I think of when I hear Ruby. Power slope. More like power slap. Power slap in the face. I'm trying to recover, man. My heart rate is not dropping as much as I'd like it to. I mean, to be honest, I feel like my body is still kind of having to work overtime to heal itself because of this crash, this impact. I don't know. I've been riding for 14 years. I've only fallen off my bike 4 times. And one of those times it was on some grass. It was almost comical. I was fine. Got a little dirty, a little scrape on the elbow, but it was no big deal. I fell way back in the day, like 2011. I fell. I was riding on the sidewalk in Honolulu on my training bike, and I tried to move laterally, and there was a big gap, height difference in the sidewalk, and I just got cronked right over on my side. I was probably doing like 15 miles an hour. I was so embarrassed. And then I tried to do a U-turn about 1.5 years ago on a ride, and just going into the U-turn, I knew it felt funky, and I just sort of, I don't know, I got caught up, my foot didn't unclip right, and down I went. But yeah, this one on Sunday was different because it happened unexpectedly, and I was just starting from a green light. I saw, well, there was this giant metal plate in the bike lane up ahead, and I knew I shouldn't ride on it, so I moved over, but there was a car behind me that was coming in pretty hot, so I decided I would just try to ride over the plate, and that was a mistake. Rear tire slid out, turned 90 degrees, slammed onto my left side, ripped the bottom of my shoes off. My left shoe got ripped apart. but I got back on my bike. I pedaled home with only one foot clipped in, and I did my run. As any sane person would do after a bike crash. But I don't know, man. Like I said, I've only fallen 4 times in 14 years, and I know everyone's different, but the way that professionals take these falls and they heal. So I'm telling myself I need to just be patient, do my best. Bay Area Boulevard and 527 by the Nobi over there. Yeah, I don't remember any cars driving past me. I think traffic just stopped, thankfully. So yeah, it could have been worse. That dang plate is stupid, man. I don't like it. No mucha con que, man, if somebody wants to try to translate that for me, I'd appreciate your comment, but I can't read it. I hope you're doing well though. Been doing a lot of easy paced riding. So Tuesday usually is an interval ride. Get my heart rate up at least once a week. Effort level feels good. You get a nice 5-minute recovery when this is over. My gear ratio. I have 2 front chain rings and 11-speed SRAM in the back. My inner chain ring is 39 teeth. My outer is giant, it's 55. And right now, I'm just letting the trainer set the resistance, so I don't know what gear combination I'm pedaling in. All right, here we go. The front end's gonna rise up. Woo! So steep. Dang. Okay. Halfway through. Oh yeah. I gotta breathe better. Thanks for the translation, dude. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, the bike wasn't damaged at all in the fall. Bike is good. I fell on the non-drive side. Thank you very much. More than halfway through this thing. Yep. Feeling good. This is a good set. Whew. Yeah, construction. But it's been there for weeks, man. That intersection is a mess for cyclists. One side you have that pile of cement in the lane with a narrow gap, and then the other side you got the metal plate. It's like a death trap for cyclists. I was thinking of trying to get footage maybe from the gas station of my fall and maybe send it to the city. Be like, yo, check out what this plate is doing. Like, come on now. It's been weeks. What are we doing? I mean, it's a 3-lane road. Speed limit's 50. At least let us have the bike lane. Be safe. Anyway, I need to focus on the task at hand, not pour any energy into that mess. Here for another 2:30. Thanks for checking this out today. Appreciate you checking out TriVibes TV. Hell yeah, I love this song. Thanks, dude. Yeah, me too. I'm definitely banged up, but here I am, doing my Tuesday ride, hoping to feel better tomorrow. Sad that I busted my shoes. I love those shoes. The spare ones I'm using right now are definitely not gonna cut it for Ironman Texas. My toes are cramped up in them. They're a half size too small, but a friend of mine let me have them. He didn't need them. And I wouldn't be doing this ride today if I didn't have these spares laying around, so I feel very fortunate to be here, y'all. I wasn't gonna be able to glue that shoe back together again. Almost done. You can see the gate. Get me there. Come on. Got him. What happened? I got an upgrade? Cool. Whew. Glad that's done. You got your what? Ooh, Roka sleeveless. That sounds great. Know what else sounds good? Some e-fuel. Oh my goodness. I need some more calories here. Oh. Recover. I'm gonna go a little easier. My poor little toesies. They're scrunched. And down we go. More than halfway through this one. Where are we now? Damn. Sleeveless wetsuit. My first wetsuit was a full sleeve, and eventually I tore it. Served me well. Did a lot of races in it, and then after that one got ripped to shreds. Essentially, I raced in it with a big tear in the back, and it ripped open during the swim. I was so fortunate to receive a used sleeveless wetsuit that had been donated to the Powerhouse Patriots Foundation, and through their support I was able to just get that sleeveless wetsuit, and it's a great fit. Super happy, and just an example of one of the many ways that I owe a lot of my success to the Powerhouse Patriots Foundation. Very cool to be part of this, and very fortunate too, because man, the gear in this sport is not cheap. The hood, the food, the hood. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, that recovery flew by. One more minute spinning down here. 5 more minutes of effort. Cool down city. My little toes are getting all scrunched in these shoes. I'll tell you what. I found a new pair. It's about 50 miles away up in the woodlands. But I think I'm gonna drive and get it. I don't know. I might see if I can find an order online somewhere, but part of me would rather just go get them. I need them for Sunday, man. 80-mile ride Sunday. There's no way I can do it in these shoes. I would not be a happy camper. Five more minutes. Get my water bottle out. All right, 5 more minutes right here. It's time to cool down. Ironman Texas coming up, just about 8 weeks. Eyes on the prize here. Four more minutes. Legs are burning. Halfway through it. Oh, that's cool. You're trying on the suit. Do you feel like a superhero, Alan? Where's my super suit? Where's my super suit? That's how I feel in my wetsuit. I feel like Frozone, my super suit. I mean, let's be real. A big part of being a triathlete is dressing up like a superhero without the cape. I'm here for it. In fact, I want to develop an aero cape. Start rocking that in my races. Gotta watch out. TriVibes aero cape in development as we speak. I'm not saying it will make you aerodynamically faster necessarily, but it will have a big impact on your aero, bro. See? I guarantee you a lot of triathletes would rock a cape. Now we need to figure it out if it's against the rules. Because if not, you heard it here first. The aero cape is gonna be everywhere. Get my super shoes, my skin suit, my aero socks, my aero cape, aerodynamic nose fairing, marginal gains, super marginal, there we go, hyper marginal, micro marginal. Oh, my brain comes up with things at 173 beats per minute. And recover. Sweet, sweet, sweet recovery. Well, well, I need a break. I need a bathroom break. Give me a sec here. Oh, hey. Okay. Well, I don't know about you, but I feel better now than when we started. New camera angle is like wild how much more. I didn't even move the camera back. It's in the same space, same exact spot. I'll be right back. fresh vodka do. I'm getting texts. Oh, all right. Not gonna lie, y'all, I'm still a little rattled, still a little shaken up from this crash the other day. Happy to be back indoors though. Need a break from the road. I'll be ready for my 80-mile ride on Sunday though. I think I'm gonna be ready. Yes, Sunday's gonna be 80-mile ride at race pace and then a 6-mile run off the bike. So much longer brick run than usual. It's gonna be a real test of my nutrition and my pacing execution. I'm so excited for it though. Can't wait to check in and see how it feels mile 5, mile 6 on that run. On race day, I'm gonna have 3 loops that are about 8.5 miles each. So I've been thinking in terms of loops lately, 8.5-mile loops. So when I'm doing my long runs, I'm going 14 miles sometimes. In my mind, I'm like, dude, this is like almost 2 loops. And then I just got 1 more loop. I'm a lot more mentally prepared for Ironman Texas than I was last year, having done it. I think one way to sort of summarize why I wanted to sign up and go back again is because the environment on the run, all the volunteers and athletes and the course itself, to a certain extent, it just felt like a place where I could be pushed and motivated to achieve greater things than I thought ever possible. Like, it just felt like such a motivating place, like almost like an anti-gravity chamber where I could just do better than I could normally. So even though I was walking pretty much the entire marathon, the whole time I was like super motivated, super pumped up. I'm like, dude, I just gotta get stronger. I just gotta get back here and start jogging. Like if I had had the strength to jog, I would have done it, but I just didn't. So yeah, man, Ironman Texas was such an impactful experience for me. Had no idea I was gonna come out the other side of it being so infatuated with doing it again. Because when I did my first Ironman in 2022, Ironman Florida, I was like shocked at my lack of sense of achievement. Like it didn't feel reward, like it had been such a strange experience crossing the finish line. It was so weird. I felt like a deer running head on into a car, oncoming traffic at the end of the race. And Mike Riley is there calling out my name. Sean Davenport, U.S. Marine Corps veteran, you love an Ironman! And it was just like, it just felt surreal, like this is it. This little lady at the volunteer, she kind of grabbed me and sat me down, and she stared me in the eyes and she kept saying, no one can take it away from you. No one can take it away from you. And it was like, it felt like she wanted me to start crying. So I started crying a little bit. I was just like, okay. I don't know, man, it was just weird. Anyway, it took me more than a year to even consider doing another one, but I'm really glad that I did. finishing Ironman Texas was a blast last year. Had just a little tiny bit of sun in the sky, just at twilight. I had wanted to finish while the sun was up. And so getting to finish with just that little bit of blue, I could see it in between the buildings. It just felt like mission accomplished. And it felt like it was worth every penny. Like, I will say that. Ironman Florida, yes and no. Not as much as Ironman Texas. I mean, Ironman Texas, they closed the entire southbound direction of the toll road, or north, one of them. They closed this 3-lane highway for the athletes. It's incredible. At Ironman Florida, to contrast, at one point, you are riding your bike in the race behind a Publix supermarket. That's right. I got to exchange a look with a young man smoking a cigarette by a dumpster during my race at Ironman Florida. So, I mean, the swim at Ironman Florida, however, was amazing. So, that made up for it. But dude, the swim in the woodlands here in Texas is awesome too, because the entire last mile, you're swimming in a canal and there's spectators everywhere cheering, dude. It feels like you're in a race, like you feel like a professional. It's so cool, man. You got hundreds of people with signs, people with their kids, people with their dogs, people running around getting camera footage. Like, it's a party. It's so cool. And then, yeah, riding the bike on the freeway is a trip, dude. You feel like you're in Grand Theft Auto or something. Like like you shouldn't be doing it. All right, so Alan, you said my goal is complete 70.3 this year. Gravel bike racing, 2027. Mostly bike races. And then 2028, full Ironman. Cool. I mean, I tell you what, part of that journey starts, well, rather, a big part of that journey starts by just saying that out loud and sharing it with people like you are here in the comments section. And I love it when people tell me about their long-term race goals, because man, just speaking those goals out loud, taking them from your head, putting them out into the world where there's impact and accountability beyond your own self. So thank you for telling me that. I have a friend of mine who's trying to get back into the sport. He is another former Marine from a different generation. He's going to be 70 in 2 years, and he's going to try to get back into shape to do a 70.3 before he turns 70. And he just recently had shoulder surgery. So, yeah, I was there. We had lunch with him the other day, and me and my coach had lunch with him, and he told us, and I brought up the same thing I just said about how saying it out loud. And he told us, he said, well, you're the first people I've told about it. Haven't told my wife yet. So I was just so happy to be privileged to that information and to hear it for the first time. Five more minutes. And then we're off on another run. 20-minute run off the bike. It would be cool to go back to Cali. You talking about freaking that crazy Alcatraz race? Dude, that race is intense. That's what I love about this sport though. There's so many different you know, so many different like bucket list events out there. I don't know if personally, like, I'm not sure if I would ever put my name in the hat for Alcatraz. Like, I think it's really cool. My original coach, my first coach I had, was very proud of the fact that he had raced it. He might have even like won it or something. He was really quick. Yeah, he was like 23 when I met him, and he had retired already from ITU sprint racing. I remember he blew my mind because he told me that he was training to run 30, 15, 10K off his bike. And it was just such a mind-blowing thing to think he was in that kind of shape. Like, yeah, so my first coach was a hot rod dude. And what's cool about my current coach compared to Matthew though, I don't think Matthew had any like long distance racing under his belt. I mean, he was a great coach. He taught me so many things. But my current coach has more experience in that Ironman distance, and he's been coaching people for that distance for quite some time, so I'm in a good place with my coach. You did survive it, dude. But still badass. Like, honestly, man, like that's intense. And I can totally understand you know, having like a bone to pick with it, right? Get back out there with a fresh batch of fitness and a bike you can be more confident with the stopping abilities of it. Get that confidence going down those hills. Yeah, I hear you. I can totally understand that. I'm a confident swimmer, but something about that swim just sounds, it's almost like spooky, like it's haunted. Like, I just imagine people, prisoners, trying to swim away to the shore, and I don't know, like, I feel like I would be thinking about that like the whole time while I was swimming, yo. And that's a weird, let's just say that's a weird place to be mentally. So, yes, all the things. Swimming the bay was amazing. Brave man. Tell you, man, my hat is off to you for that. What you did out there that day. Did the thing. Looks like we're just barely gonna hit the end of this route. Just barely cruise over 20 miles. My little toes are a little banged up. Let's just say I know I can't do a ride longer than an hour with these bike shoes, man. It would be torture. But whew, I'm happy I got on the bike today. I really procrastinated, wondering if it was the right thing to do. But I can't think of very many times I've ever regretted doing a bike workout, so. Hell yeah, John. Oh, my pleasure, dude. Whew. My son was watching a Mark Rober video talking about how prisoners escaped from the island, and I heard them talking about the dangers of the bay, and that just sort of reinforced my fears. Who knows, man, maybe someday. Also, you gotta run up the sand ladder? Like, what? No, and there's sand? Come on. Yeah, man, not my cup of tea. You know what I am slightly interested in? It's gonna sound crazy, but the Norseman. The Norseman Extreme Triathlon. 1 hour on the dot. Did y'all see that? saw a seal. Cool. All right, y'all. Woo! Awesome to hang out for a bit today. Thank you for checking this out. I'll be back hopefully on Thursday. I gotta go to the VA on Thursday, which is never fun. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to ride or not, but either way, time to go run, like John said. All right, y'all, take care. I'm gonna go stop the stream. Good to chat today. Always happy to do it.